Ever sat in a classroom baffled, asking, what are they even talking about? You're in good company. Richard Feynman, a Nobel Prize-winning physicist, felt the same way about the education system. Imagine a parrot mimicking quantum physics terminology. A neat trick, but does the bird understand what a quark is? According to Feynman, most traditional education doesn't do much better. Buckle up as we unpack life lessons and learning hacks from the man who could teach quantum mechanics to that very parrot. Education. It's a journey we all undertake, but is it always effective? Let's take a moment to ponder the wisdom of Professor Richard Feynman, a man who wore many hats, a physicist, a philosopher, and an educator. Feynman had a unique perspective on learning, and he was no fan of the traditional education system. This system, he argued, was riddled with flaws, largely because it emphasized rote memorization over genuine understanding. Picture this. You're in a classroom, it's exam day, the clock is ticking. You've crammed your brain with facts and figures, formulas and dates. You've memorized it all. But have you understood it? Feynman would argue, probably not. He saw this rote learning as an education scam of sorts. A trick that made us believe we were learning when, in fact, we were merely memorizing. He likened it to building a house with no foundation. Sure, you might be able to stack the bricks high, but without a solid base, the structure is bound to collapse. Regurgitating facts without truly understanding the underlying reasons behind them was a major annoyance for Feynman. He believed that education should not be reduced to a mere set of instructions to be mechanically followed. Instead, it should be about acquiring the necessary skills and knowledge to truly bring those facts to life, allowing students to develop a deeper understanding and appreciation for the subjects they are studying. To truly learn something, you had to grasp the concepts, not just the specifics. It's not about knowing the answers. It's about understanding the questions. It's about being able to explain a concept in simple terms, devoid of jargon, and in a way that even a novice could grasp. Remember, it's not about how many facts you can regurgitate. It's about how well you understand the subject at hand. It's about being able to apply that understanding in different contexts, to solve new problems, to create new ideas. So, the next time you find yourself mindlessly memorizing for an exam, stop. Ask yourself, do I understand this? And if the answer is no, then dive deeper. Seek understanding, not just knowledge. For Feynman, true learning wasn't about remembering facts, it was about understanding concepts. How often does our ego get in the way of our learning? More often than we'd like to admit. We've all been there, right? Convinced we're the master of a topic, only to stumble upon a fact or concept that completely upends our understanding. That's ego flaring up, my friends. And according to Nobel laureate Richard Feynman, it's one of the greatest barriers to effective learning. Feynman, a man of immense knowledge, was no stranger to admitting when he didn't know something. He believed that the ego, with its deep-seated desire to always be right, often prevents us from admitting our ignorance. And if we can't admit we don't know, how can we ever hope to learn? So, how do we tackle this ego problem? Feynman suggests humility. Yes, being humble. It's about accepting that we don't know everything and that's okay. It's about opening ourselves to the possibility that we might be wrong, and the realization that there's always something new to learn. But humility isn't enough. We also need openness. Openness to new ideas, new concepts, and new ways of thinking. Openness to unlearn what we thought we knew and learn it again, correctly this time. Feynman believed that the most profound discoveries often come when we let go of our preconceived notions and embrace the unknown. Let's take a leaf out of Feynman's book. Let's strive to keep our ego in check, to be humble in our pursuit of knowledge, and to remain open to new ideas. It's not easy, but it's worth it. After all, as Feynman himself said, I would rather have questions that can't be answered than answers that can't be questioned. Remember, ego can be the biggest roadblock in our journey of learning. So the next time you find yourself resisting a new idea or stubbornly clinging to an old one, ask yourself, is it my intellect talking, or is it just my ego? There's no substitute for hard work, and Feynman knew this all too well. In his pursuit of knowledge, Feynman was no stranger to the elbow grease formula. The concept is simple, yet profound. Consistent effort and practice are the keys to mastery. Feynman believed in the power of hard work, the kind that comes from grinding away at a problem until it yields its secrets. This wasn't about overnight success or sudden flashes of brilliance. It was about persistence, about rolling up your sleeves and getting your hands dirty. In his own words, Feynman once said, I was an ordinary person who studied hard. There's no miracle people. It's a testament to his belief that anyone can achieve greatness, provided they're willing to put in the work. Feynman's elbow grease formula is a reminder that there are no shortcuts to success. It's a testament to the power of perseverance, the importance of grit, and the role of hard work in achieving our goals. As Feynman believed, there's no shortcut to success, only hard work. What if I told you that your playground could be your best classroom? Yes, you heard it right. The place where fun and frolic rule the roost could be your best learning center. This is what Richard Feynman, the renowned physicist, believed in and practiced throughout his life. Feynman's approach to learning was a unique blend of playfulness, curiosity, and experimentation. He was never a stickler for the traditional classroom environment. Instead, he enjoyed the freedom and flexibility of exploring concepts in his own unique, playful manner. This was his playroom, a place filled with the joy of discovery, the thrill of understanding, and the satisfaction of learning. Feynman's playroom was not just a physical space, but a mental one too. It was a state of mind where he allowed his curiosity to run wild, asking questions, making mistakes, and learning from them. His playroom was a place where he was not afraid to get his hands dirty, to experiment, to fail, and to try again. It was this playful experimentation that led to some of his most profound discoveries and insights. In Feynman's view, learning was not about memorizing facts or passing exams. It was about understanding the world around us, about asking questions and seeking answers. It was about being curious, being playful, and being willing to experiment. So why not take a leaf out of Feynman's book? Find your own playroom. It could be a physical space or a state of mind. Let your curiosity guide you. Let your playful spirit drive you. And let your willingness to experiment lead you to new discoveries and insights. Because, as Feynman showed us, play and learning are two sides of the same coin. So never underestimate the power of play in learning. Ever wondered why some people are able to come up with unique solutions to problems? The secret lies in their approach to problem solving, much like the way Richard Feynman did. Feynman, a renowned physicist, was not just limited to his field of expertise. He was a multidisciplinary thinker. He believed that the key to innovation and problem solving was not just deep knowledge in one field, but a broad understanding across many. Picture Feynman sitting at his desk, a physics problem in front of him. But he doesn't just use physics to solve it. He pulls from his knowledge of art, history, mathematics, philosophy, and more. He uses these different perspectives to look at the problem in a new light, to find a solution that may not be visible with a singular perspective. It's like looking at a complex image. If you only use one color to paint, you'll miss out on the intricate details. But use a palette of diverse hues, and the image comes to life in its full glory. That's what multidisciplinary thinking does. It enriches your understanding and opens up new avenues for problem solving. This approach not only made Feynman a brilliant physicist, but also an exceptional problem solver. His broad range of knowledge allowed him to see connections where others couldn't. He could solve problems that were deemed unsolvable. So, the next time you face a challenge, don't limit yourself to what you already know. Reach out, explore different fields, learn something new. Because the more diverse your knowledge, the more unique your solutions will be. So, broaden your horizons. Think beyond your field. That's the Feynman way. So, what's the secret sauce to becoming a super learner like Feynman? It's not a quick fix or a magic pill, but rather a combination of traits and habits that made Feynman one of the greatest minds of the 20th century. Let's sum up what we've learned from his life hacks. First, Feynman emphasized understanding over memorization. He knew that truly grasping a concept is far more valuable than simply being able to recall facts. He didn't just learn, he understood. Second, Feynman taught us the importance of humility. He recognized that ego can be a barrier to learning. By keeping his ego in check, he was able to maintain a learner's mindset, always open to new ideas and insights. Third, he showed us that hard work is a key ingredient in the recipe for learning. He coined it as the elbow grease formula. There's no substitute for rolling up your sleeves and getting your hands dirty. Fourth, Feynman always made learning fun. He found his playroom in the world of knowledge. He took joy in discovery, and that made the hard work of learning feel like play. Finally, Feynman championed multidisciplinary thinking. He believed that drawing on a variety of disciplines can lead to deeper understanding and creative problem solving. In the end, learning is not about how much you know, but how well you understand. So here's the deal. Ready to shift from passive learning to actionable wisdom? Get out there, simplify, engage, evolve, and conquer. Don't just listen, act. Seize the opportunity to streamline your approach to problem solving, overcome challenges that come your way, and unlock your full potential. Click that irresistible subscribe button, give it a try. Just like you're expanding your knowledge, one Feynman technique at a time.